There has been a long-standing controversy over the existence of giants, which are commonly used as material for ancient myths, legends, and movies. Some argue that giants are merely fictional and cannot be scientifically proven to exist. However, scholars who claim that giants do exist point to past literature and the discovery of large skeletal remains found around the world as evidence. The first piece of evidence often cited is none other than the Bible. According to the book of Genesis, the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. The book also describes the towns where the Nephilim lived as having enormous walls, as high as the heavens. Did giants really exist as recorded in the Bible? In this video, we will show you 5 examples of discovered skeletal remains that some claim as evidence of the existence of giants. Patrick Cook, who has been studying anthropology in California for over 30 years, has continued to search for evidence of giants. However, he came across a document stating that in 1563, a man named Bertold Buchner led a team of 25 explorers who discovered a large number of giant remains in a cave in Germany. According to Buchner's account, the human remains inside the Breitenbach cave were so densely packed that it was difficult to enter, but after the bones were moved for internal exploration, it was confirmed that they were all the remains of giants. Patrick Cook lamented the fact that these valuable treasures of human history had been undiscovered for almost 450 years, and he wrote an article expressing his regret over the unfortunate history of trying to ignore and conceal the reality of giants in the 16th century. However, a surprising event occurred. In December 2007, Patrick received a letter and a video clip from an unknown American youth. The sender, Danny, a former U.S. Army photojournalist stationed in Germany, happened to read Patrick's article about the Breitenbach cave. He mentioned that he discovered the cave by chance near the training area located on a hill surrounded by a forest while he was conducting outdoor training. Along with 2 other people, they entered the cave out of curiosity and were surprised to find over 1,000 skeletons, including those of giants. He also said that he sent a video clip to prove the fact. Danny pointed out that the Breitenbach cave contains many giant human remains that are estimated to be larger than modern humans, and he doesn't quite understand why there are so many bones left abandoned like this. After being discovered by Bertold Buchner in the 16th century, the cave has suffered damage and looting of bones over the years. Since then, several anthropologists and university expeditions have been officially exploring it. Could the research results abandoned for hundreds of years bring innovation to anthropology? In May 1912, the New York Times reported a shocking discovery of several bizarre skulls that were found while excavating the hills near Delavan Lake in Wisconsin. The size of the skulls varied from 2 to 3 meters, and the most remarkable feature was their size, which was incomparable to any head of any race or species in the past. Moreover, the nose protruded far over the cheekbones, and the jaw was long and pointed, with a slightly different shape than that of humans. In addition, the skeletons had 8 toes and 6 fingers, possessing human-like characteristics, but resembling giants different from normal humans. At that time, American newspapers reported numerous discoveries of giants, but much of the evidence was covered up, resulting in the disappearance of the evidence. Conspiracy theorists speculated that organizations trying to conceal evidence would need to maintain the validity of Darwin's theory of evolution, and therefore sought to eliminate the existence of giants as it did not fit with human evolution. Is it true that giants actually existed? For a long time, there have been famous legends among Native Americans about a tribe of giants. According to the legends, this tribe of giants, known as Sitika, were extremely large, reaching heights of 3 to 7 meters, and had a fierce and savage temperament, preying on humans mercilessly as cannibals. What made the Sitika unique was that they had red hair, earning them the name red-haired giants. They primarily lived in caves and hunted like humans, but their violent nature led to a long and bitter conflict with humanity, resulting in a war between the 2 races. The story had only been told as a legend, but when mummies was suddenly discovered in the United States, people were shocked. In 1911, miners were exploring a gold mine in Lovelock Cave in Nevada, when they stumbled upon a large mummy hidden deep inside. However, unlike an average human, the mummy measured 2.2 meters tall and, surprisingly, had red hair. The skull of the giant was noticeably different from that of a human, particularly in the lower jaw area. In addition, they discovered a pair of giant sandals that are believed to have been worn by the giant, providing further proof of the existence of the Sitika tribe. The giant sandals are now on display at the Nevada State Museum, but there are still a few suspicious circumstances surrounding the discovery. For example, the only remains of the mummy found were the skull, and it is unclear whether this was deliberately concealed. Furthermore, some skeptics argue that the red hair of the mummy could have been the result of post-mortem chemical staining from the surrounding soil. In December 1895, an article entitled Traces of the Elder Faiths of Ireland by Wood Martin was published in the British magazine. The article mentioned the discovery of a giant fossil in County Antrim, Ireland, which was the most shocking news at the time. The giant, accidentally discovered by Mr. Dyer during iron ore mining in County Antrim, measured approximately 370 centimeters in height and weighed a whopping 2.7 tons, requiring the efforts of 3 to 4 people and a crane to move it. After excavation, the fossil was exhibited in Dublin, Liverpool, Manchester, and other parts of England, attracting a lot of attention. However, ownership disputes led to the fossil being handed over to a railway company, and it was never heard from again. The pyramids that exist throughout Egypt are one of the 7 wonders of the world and remain a mystery in themselves. The pyramids were created as sculptures to allow the pharaohs, who held absolute power in Egypt, to reside comfortably even after their deaths. The Great Pyramid was built in 2500 BC, and each stone in the pyramid weighed about 2.5 tons, with a workforce of 30,000 people participating in the construction, taking a total of 20 years to complete this masterpiece. However, it is not clear how the ancient Egyptians, who had no construction technology or equipment, built such a giant pyramid. In 2012, Swiss-born photographer Gregor Spory revealed a photo that was speculated to show a giant in Egypt. The shape that appears to be a mummy is only about 15 inches in length, and even compared to the length of the check below, it is a huge difference. Spory obtained the photo from an elderly former Egyptian tomb robber by offering a large sum of money, and also received an authentication report and X-ray photos along with it. However, the old man claimed he could never give up his fingers, which could be traced back to his family, and refused to accept the money. Spory, feeling that he must have the giant's finger, returned to Egypt but was unable to locate the tomb robber. As a result, while there is evidence of the photo and documentation, unfortunately, the actual finger cannot be found. Despite the world's fascination with giants, there is currently no scientifically verified evidence regarding their existence, and ongoing discoveries related to giants are shrouded in mystery due to the disappearance of their remains and religious disputes, making it difficult to determine the truth. So, are giants merely myths and legends, or were they really a species that coexisted with humans? Perhaps many historical documents and facts may hold the answer.